Alright, here we go. Got the new Everquest Next Landmark patch, new biomes. Let's get this started. Alright, so I briefly looked at the patch notes, but Everquest Next Landmark patch, not a whole lot. Biomes. I always screw that up. I got my dashboard up so I can see you guys chat, and then my video starts playing, so I hear myself. I'm trying to get an application from my tablet here that'll just have the chat up, so I can see what you guys are saying, and not have to worry about the video keep playing. Alright, let's go. I really hope they have the next set of materials in here. Okay, that's weird. I'm whacking away and nothing's happening. Maybe they came out with some new stuff, and including some new bugs. Oh, it's because I'm too close to the spire. That's a pretty cool house there. This is a brand new island biome, and they already got a new house. That's what templates are. Bleh. Sorry, I just woke up. Templates are for. Let's go find some of this new biome. It's easier going the other way, it looks like. Winter Wonderland. Well, that doesn't look right. Gigantic tree. Whoa. That's a big tree. Not just the one that's floating in the sky, but beyond that? That's ridiculous. That's like the freaking world tree. Alright, you know what I think that is? I think this is somebody's claim. Yep, somebody's claim, and they basically took the tree and made it as big as possible, which is outrageous. That's craziness. Let's get all these rocks around. This is obsidian right here. Alright, there we go, I can dig now. Why did they change it where I have to click every single time I want to hit? Normally you'd just be able to hold your mouse button down. Okay, there it goes. That was weird. It's working now. So let's see if there's anything at the end of obsidian. Normally there was not. I love crafting, not crafting, but building an obsidian too, because it looks pretty cool. Doesn't look like there's anything at the end of it. I really want to see, you can get turned around in here so easily. Really want to see mithril and diamonds. It's tungsten. Not sure what this is. Well, this is dirt. How is that just dirt? Weird. It looks like a new material, but it just says it's dirt. Maybe that's just some new look. Whatever, moving on then. Maybe this is probably snow. And it's snow, aka dirt. Sapphire. Let's take a look at the end of it and see if there's anything underneath it. Nope, doesn't look. Ooh, ice! That's new. That's pretty neat. I wonder if it'll disappear in your inventory after a while. Or if you go to a different biome that's warm, it would melt or something. Probably not, but it'd be pretty neat. I don't even know if ice is a crafting material. It's probably more than likely you can build with it, but as for crafting, probably not. So I'm not gonna go all nuts trying to harvest it. Oop, loading. Well, gears down there. I mean, it's not finished loading yet. We got pretty good internet, and you can see up to there kilobytes in and out. It's not really going anywhere, so it's actually not loading. It's just sitting here being dumb. So I don't know if that's a server issue that's happening or what, because normally that would spike up real high and finish loading the area. I'll try and go an alternate route or somewhere where it's already loaded. Yeah, they're definitely having some issues. Like you can see this little screen tear here. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's strange. That's clearly where the line is where it's loading. I'll just sit over here and bounce, see if I can encourage it to do what it's supposed to do and load. That bouncing effect is essentially you falling through the world in the game, not letting that happen. I was really hoping to play a lot right now, but if I can't really... Whoa. I'm trying to... I'm like sliding around all retarded. It's supposed to like keep me held on. Alright, I'm getting amethyst, but it's not even removing the part of the world that I'm hitting. It's definitely a new bug. Pretty serious one too. Trying to get away from the bouncy effect. No such luck. It looks like I'm the only one to have this problem right now. Like if you look over at this house that I looked at earlier, that was fully loaded, and now it's like partially loaded. So when I walk up to it, it should fix itself. It should load, but it's not. It's just sitting here messing up. So the best thing I can try and do is log out, log in or something. Or at least I stop bouncing when I'm on here. Log out, yes. This gear's even out of the game, really? What the heck? I know they were having a hard time getting this patch out. They quoted 4 hours, and I went to sleep, and I was sleeping for over 8. And they were having problems all the way to the end. So maybe this was their problem they were having, but they all went home because it's middle of the night. There's just like bare bones crew over there. Alright, I'm back, and it's loaded properly. Let's see what I can do, where I can go. That's cobalt, I don't need that. Okay, I see the kilobytes in and out, going up and down a little bit more there. This is right where I was before. Let's see if it loads this time. So I got the... Alright, it did load. It just took much longer than it normally does. See how far we can go without it messing up. I'm trying to find new materials. I'm hoping they put in there mithril and diamonds, because our progression is basically stopped until they do. I know they said they put new materials, but it could have just been like ice. This is alabaster, and let's see if there's anything at the end of it, like diamonds or mithril, something. A magma heart, that's new. That's neat. That seems kind of weird, it being in this particular area. A magma heart. There's no magma here. Well, I do believe that is it. Nothing. Just alabaster. Just still nice and useful. Bright green. Probably emerald. Emerald, yep. Let's see if there's anything at the bottom of it. It's not a whole lot. Nope. On the other islands and biomes, most of the great resources, well, that's interesting, they actually have desert here. Most of the good resources were all towards the edge of the area of the map. So you basically travel all the way to the edge. That's where you would find the primarily the good stuff. Or it might have just been me, and because the islands that I live on, it's usually a desert, and desert is generally a lot easier to find because it's big, flat, and you can see stuff for miles away. So the biome looks pretty cool. New set of trees. You know, I haven't cut any of these trees down, and they supposedly changed how that works. Whoa, frame rate just got killed. Definitely because of these trees. Frame rate on these trees, like, that's definitely something they gotta fix. Plain wood. Before I used to get burled wood. Oh, burled wood. Okay, yeah, so if frame rate went back to normal. Watch this. I'm gonna go up to one of these trees, and oh yeah, frame rate just went to shit because I went inside the tree. That's they're gonna definitely need to fix that. Alright, this will be my last tree, and we'll go and start looking for something else. But basically, other than the look of the tree, there's nothing different. It's still just plain wood and burled wood logs. They are planning on revamping the entire wood harvesting system. I have a couple hopes and dreams of what particular system they go into. Like, for example, if I want to craft with, what the heck is this? I think it's topaz. Yeah, if I want to craft with topaz, I go find topaz, I mine it, and I craft with it. If I want to use dirt, or ice apparently now, or whatever the heck I want to use, I go and I find it, and I build with it. If I want to make something with burled wood, which in my opinion looks a lot better than plain wood, I'm going to go and hit trees, get shitloads of plain wood, and get a rare result of burled wood. So it's not you don't just find burled wood, you have to get a rare drop of it, which is okay for progression in crafting. It's okay. I mean, you got to go and work hard to go get your next crafting pick. But if I'm using thousands of burled wood to try and make a new house that I just think it looks better in burled wood, that's not reasonable. So hopefully they change it where you just something. Maybe it just takes in a give us an obscene amount of it, or make certain trees just give just burled wood, but you need a ridiculous amount to make the crafting pick. I don't know, but something. If I want to go and craft a house out of burled wood, it shouldn't be ridiculous. So these trees look neat. They don't cause my frame rate to go to shit. Well, actually, they did go down a bunch, but not nearly as bad as the other trees. It's down to 19 or 20. And I've seen frame rates at a constant 60 frames per second throughout the alpha. Just depending on the patch and what they've done and stuff, it's gone down a little bit each patch. So, but it is alpha, and there's a lot of optimizing that they do. So I'm hoping when the game is released and stuff, I'll get my high frame rate again. I got a pretty decent gaming rig here. I'm looking for anything on the ground that looks different. I mean, this is just cobalt. I'll go and mine it anyways, just to see. Yeah, and then it's got some rubicite next to it. That's enough of that. I got plenty of that. I want something new. That looks new. But I think that's just somebody putting, they painted the ground. You can, I'll do it for example. Wood. I think they used plain wood thatch and they painted the ground. Maybe that this was someone's claim at some point or something and it didn't go away. Oh. Static Gaming is now following you on Twitch. Sweet man, thanks. Got a little notification on my phone. Purple. I'm trying to remember what that one is. I think it's amethyst. Yup, amethyst. I'm not seeing anything new. I'm going to go over to the desert. See if there's anything over there. But props to the art department. I mean, all these new trees and the snow and all that, they all look good. One thing they didn't get into the patch that I was really looking forward to is fixing the permissions. So later on I'll go to my claim and tell me this is new. Nope, just dirt and stone. Ooh, that's neat. Little seashell stuff. Like this used to be like a ocean. But the permissions on the claims, only you can build on them. Initially, when you first started the game, and when Alpha first started, you had permissions where you could set up, and you can have friends or guildmates or whatever you've got. They could build on your claim, and you can tailor the permissions to how much trust you have. Because if you give them full abilities, I mean, they can just destroy everything in one mouse click. I mean, everyone who doesn't play MMOs to play with your friends. I know I do. So I want them to be able to build together. But what they did release was instead of only having one claim, you can have 3 of them. But the other 2 need to be attached to your initial claim. That way you're not like all over the world with claims everywhere. This way it still keeps you in a centralized location, but gives you a great deal, like literally 2 times the amount of building space, which is awesome. Let's see here. I don't expect to find anything at the end of this alabaster, but I am in the desert, so sometimes being in a different area does different things. But not this time. It's just alabaster, nothing special. I might just be hoping too much. It's probably not in the game, or I think I would have found it already. Let's take a look and see what I have for resources, because I know there's a lot of new stuff that can be crafted, and one of those things, like your additional claim, requires a little bit of everything. So I've got like almost no silver ore. So I might have to go drop down to a lower tier biome in order to get that. Because I think it's like 100 ore in order to go and make one ingot. It's probably gonna take multiple ingots. Definitely don't need sapphire. This sapphire used to be the rarest of resources, along with like rubies, and now they changed it so they pop up on the surface and they're super plentiful. So I don't need any gems or anything shiny. Oh yeah, here's the snow, and here's ice. I do have some silver ingots already, so I don't actually. That's probably enough to make whatever it is I need. I don't have any iron, and reading the forums, I know I'm gonna need it. So I'll probably need iron and copper. This is what I'm looking for: mithril and ethereum. That is basically has not been in the game yet. In order to make my next pickaxe, and I've got the indigo pickaxe, but I need mithril. And on top of mithril, I need diamonds, and neither of them are in the game yet, unless I'm blind and they did add them. Let's see here. Striped wood planks, yeah, you get those from desert trees. Worked alabaster, you saw me getting that alabaster a moment ago. Yeah, so ethereum is their end game. That is the, like, god metal. There's nothing better than that. But that's like an additional tier past mithril. So let's take a look around the desert and see if there's anything that sticks out. And at least my issue I was having with it loading is gone. That was gold and tungsten next to it. Looks like this is rubicite and obsidian. Yep. I'll dig up some obsidian. So after I get this obsidian, I'll look around the desert some more, see if I see any new resources. If not, I'm going to check out the other biome. This one is a, like a winter biome. I forget what they called it. I think it's tundra. That's what they called it. I'm going to go to a different one. It's called Old Forest or something like that. Although it might actually just be this type of forest up to the north. Let me go look. Because it did have different trees there. My most anticipated patch, I mean, I said I want permissions and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I want. But what I'm really actually excited about is when they make, right now all the ore is on the surface. Every single thing that you can mine is sitting on the surface. I mean, when people think about this game, they think of Minecraft. Well, in Minecraft, you dig down, and there's caves and stuff to find under the ground. So you're not just exploring the surface of the world, you're digging around throughout the core of it. And I'm hoping that's going to be in the game, like either next week, or probably not next week, but in the next couple weeks. Because I know they've been asking our opinion on the forums about a tool called the Pulverizer, which essentially makes drilling through the world easier and less time consuming. Because like you saw me, I'm like digging right now. Like I can make a pretty nice hole, but if I'm trying to travel a great distance, that's gonna take a long ass time. That's not fun. You're gonna get bored real quick. But the Pulverizer, what that does is it just rapes the earth, and it just destroys stuff in a path in a huge area, and you can just burrow through the world. But I mean, why would you not use that all the time? Well, you don't get any resources for it. So if you just happen to accidentally burrow through some mithril, well, guess what? You didn't get that mithril. You didn't get anything. You just cleared the path. So that's going to be great for exploring under the earth later, because you'll just be burrowing. I don't know if that's just got a shadow on it or if it's different. I think it's just got a shadow on it. It's topaz, yeah. Followed by some alabaster. Let's get up here. Yeah, so these are different trees. So when I said I was going to go check out another biome, this is the other biome. It's on the same island. So let's see, my frame rate's at 20 something. These little frilly things on the trees are what causes the frame rates. You go down on the, I think they're like spruces, or not, like ferns. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to chop down this tree with my pickaxe, which was not working. I took a sizable break from the game, waiting for the new content to come out, because I just, like, on my claim, I started building a pretty nice house and stuff, and there's so much more trim work to do and stuff like that. But it's like a bar with like an auction house area, and I wanted to put in tons of props. Well, all the props, they'll require resources, which I got to go farm. And none of this is going to stay. There is going to be at least one wipe, if not more, before closed beta. And after closed beta, they said that they weren't going to wipe the resources and whatnot. So I don't really want to farm all that stuff and get burnt out for when the game launches. Because when the game launches, I want to be farming like a fiend, just getting tons and tons of resources. One thing they added in the game, which I've wanted so bad for quite a while, because most games have it, every other MMO I've played has it, where you're running and you left click and okay, it doesn't work. It's supposed to hold down my left mouse button and I can mouse look around me, like I can turn like this with my screen, but have my character continue to run in one direction. They said they added that, but I do not see it. It's not doing it. Maybe it's in the settings, so I'll take a look before I go bitch at them. It's not going to be an audio. That shouldn't change anything, but whatever. Video. Advanced video. Yeah, I do not see it. They said they put it in there. Liars. But they're pretty good. I mean, sometimes they make mistakes, and what they say is going to be in isn't always in. I mean, it's a big dev team, but they're very transparent on the forums. If you don't follow the forums at all, like, they actually ask our opinions. If we ask a question, a dev, somebody who actually works and builds the game, will generally answer it if it's a good enough question. I mean, there's a lot of us, so they can't answer everything, but they do answer a lot of questions, and a lot of times they'll ask our input, and I genuinely feel that they take our input to heart. There's been decisions that they've decided to do, and we're like screaming at them, "No, you guys are dumb," and they'll change their mind. They'll be like, "Okay, you don't like this, we hear you. What do you think we should do?" And they'll have like a poll, and a lot of times what we want will get in there, as long as it's not something game breaking. Because I've been part of MMOs where the mass crowd will be like, "Oh, I want everything given to me really easy," and then they do it, and if you have nothing to strive for, you're done. I mean, you beat the game. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the spire. I'm going to go back to my home world. Yeah, that looks different. Oh, it's just tungsten. Different look of tungsten. And I'm going to go try my hand at building an attachable claim and expanding what I have to work with. Maybe do a little building. And I take requests if you want to see me try and build something. I'd be happy to give it a try. There's some amazing artists out there. And if you take their amazing artistness and call it like a 10, and then somebody who knows how to put down just square blocks at a 1, probably like a 6. So I'm not like an amazing creative genius or anything like that, but I can hold my own. So we'll see what I can build now that I have a larger space. So you're having the loading thing now, but it is loading good now. I don't know if that bug was just something weird that I started with. I do have my running equipment on, my messenger signet and my other messenger signet. Oh, they nerfed these. No, they didn't. I'm retarded. Disregard. Yeah, so I run really fast, basically. and this game is a game that gets streamed. When you download this game, you download a small, it's basically like your character models and the textures and the game engine. How do you find the new zone mats? I haven't found any new zone mats. I have, that's not true actually. I have found ice and snow, because I mean this is ice and snow area, but I haven't found, like, what I was hoping to get is mithril. So I haven't found any of that anywhere. I've been looking, and I haven't found mithril or diamonds or anything. I mean, here's alabaster, there's plenty of the same stuff, but they didn't specify what zone mats we were gonna get. So I'm thinking maybe it's just the snow and ice that they're talking about, or I just haven't been looking hard enough. I mean, this is all common stuff that's been in the game. Oh, so let's see. Oh, getting lost. They said they're gonna put a compass in, like, 'cause they got a compass here inside the map, but it's really, there's nothing telling you what direction other than like something off in the distance that you run towards. So it's really easy to get turned around, especially if there's trees everywhere. We gotta head up this way a little bit towards that platform. I love my grappling hook. Should be almost there. Yep. This way. Here. Here's a new resource for you. Oh, actually, it just gave me dirt instead of snow, like you would think it would give me. So some of it's literally snow-colored dirt. But there is ice. I've acquired a bunch of ice and snow. Let's check out this dude's house just for fun. I looked at it earlier, but I never went inside before I head back and try and make my attachable claim. There, it just finished loading. Opening this weekend, have a look. Looks like someone's going to do some sort of cool get-together. Clearly he's not done, because he used a template to make this. So it's kind of just floating in the air a little bit. I imagine this was all underground wherever he was initially. It's a pretty neat door. Oh, I just crashed. That was weird. No, it didn't crash, but I had the game